In the grand tapestry of history, wars are often told through the stories of generals, kings, and heroes, whose names echo through the centuries. We learn about Alexander, Caesar, Napoleon. Their strategies, their triumphs, their defeats are etched into our collective memory. But what about the others? What about the countless souls who stood on those same battlefields, whose courage was just as real, whose sacrifice was just as profound, but whose names were never recorded? This is a story about them. This is for the soldiers with no names on the field. Imagine for a moment you're standing in a vast, quiet field. The grass sways gently in the wind. It's peaceful now, but centuries ago, this very ground was the stage for a monumental clash. Thousands of individuals, each with their own life, their own family, their own hopes and dreams, stood shoulder to shoulder. They weren't famous commanders. They were farmers, blacksmiths, bakers, ordinary people called to an extraordinary and often terrifying duty. They felt the same sun on their faces, the same fear in their hearts. They shared stories of home around crackling campfires, dreaming of the day they would return. They forged bonds of brotherhood in the face of unimaginable adversity, relying on the person next to them for their very survival. In the heat of battle, they weren't fighting for a grand historical legacy. They were fighting for each other, for their families waiting back home, for the simple hope of seeing another sunrise. Their individual acts of bravery, the small kindnesses, the final whispered words, these moments are lost to time, like raindrops in an ocean. There are no statues carved in their likeness, no chapters in history books dedicated to their personal journey. They are the anonymous, the forgotten, the collective force that truly turned the tide of history. Every great victory and every tragic loss was built upon their individual sacrifices. They are the foundation upon which the stories of the famous are built. When we visit historical sites, a battlefield, a memorial, or a military cemetery, we often see rows upon rows of identical markers. Sometimes they read, "An unknown soldier." Each one of those markers represents a universe of untold stories. A life lived, full of love, laughter, and sorrow. They represent the son who never came home, the father whose children grew up with only a memory, the friend whose absence left a permanent void. These soldiers with no names are not just a footnote in history. They are the heart of it. They remind us that war is not an abstract concept played out on a map. It's a deeply human experience, felt most acutely by those on the front lines. Their anonymity doesn't diminish their sacrifice. In many ways, it makes it even more poignant. They gave everything, without any expectation of fame or recognition. They served, they fought, and they fell, united in a common cause but unique in their own untold stories. So, the next time you read about a great battle, take a moment to look beyond the names of the generals. Think of the thousands of unnamed faces in the background. Honor their quiet courage and their ultimate sacrifice. Because in every war, the most important stories are often the ones that were never written down, belonging to the heroes with no names on the field. Their legacy isn't carved in stone. It's woven into the very fabric of the peace and freedom that so many of us enjoy today. They are not forgotten, as long as we choose to remember them. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more explorations into the untold stories of our past. We'll see you next time.